All right, we are back. Matinee edition. Out of respect to the Super Bowl, this is the All-State PG, the All-State Coach. I am Coach Barnes. This is Polk. We are live in the man cave. Had a lot that took place last week. We did not want to miss the show, but we also want to be respectful of the show. So we're going to go ahead and get started. And as always, we always swinging around to the PG first. I don't know if you got anything in the Tubas take. If you do, you got it. If not, that's cool too.
Yeah, I do. I mean, first of all, I want to apologize for missing last weekend.
Yeah, man, got my boy back today. I held it down for you though.
Hey, I had the step show, man. I was very tired. You know what I'm saying? But to all the folks that be on Polk Hoops, I will say that I was the donkey of the day. It is Charlemagne the God. I give props to everybody. I was the donkey of the day by putting out there that we was gonna go one for whatever we called it. You know, hey, I ain't perfect, so you gotta take that one. You know what I'm saying? Secondly, give a shout out to Bartow. Mr. Riley was offended by me calling them trash. I didn't know that 12 and 9 was a respectful way to have a schedule, but you know they have stepped up. They have stepped up big time, and you know they gave them dreadnoughts a whole gift. As you expect me. You know, so I had to share this right here, man. You know, I had to go up to Publix and grab me one of these that Bartow on kindly.
He'll shot you for him.
Huh?
Summer sausage.
Summer sausage, boy. You know, this one of them whole big ones right here, man. What I witnessed last night was a whole, you know what I'm saying? So congrats to Bartow on the victory.
The whole package.
Yeah, that was the whole package, man. This thing, that thing right there. Look, you get him at 15, get there at 20. That thing hit 30, and they yet don't got it all up in there. You know? At home, man. You know, they don't gave it to them all up in there, man. So, you know, dang, boy, the whole
Man, tough out here, coach.
Man,
it's tough out here,
man. It's this. Can you imagine this? Can you imagine how that felt to get this put in you, man? It's tough, man. Well, it's tough in the streets, man. You know, so woo. That what I witnessed last night, man. You know, whole summer sausage. You know, it's all good though. But on another note, man, I got my other gift right here, my other equipment. I did a tumor take all year, and I don't know what's going on in Polk County. You know, everybody's tied to opinions, right? But for some odd reason, we are forgetting. Oh, let me pull up my notes, man. For some odd reason, man, we are forgetting that in Polk County, we have had parade All-Americans Rashad Anderson, B.B. Walden, McDonald's All-Americans Chris Davis, Tony Bradley, Dwayne Bacon. We've had Player of the Years, Walt Clayton. We've had NBA players, Amari Stoudemire, Tracy McGrady, Tony Bradley, Dwayne Bacon, Dominique Jones. We've had some nice all-state players, Art Salary, Patrick Sams, Gerald Zimmerman, Miguel Paul. So we got a list of players. This is just a small list. You know, we can go on and on, but for some odd reason, man, we're saying that these kids that are playing now. Oh, and T. Smith. I didn't have T. Smith on my list. T. Smith averaged like 28 a game. His senior year went to
Ball
State, and also played in the NBA. That's another kid on our list. But for some odd reason, we disrespecting these legendary players and saying that these kids now are the best players in Polk County basketball that don't have the same accolades as these folks, man. Like they put up some all-American type of material. They've been ranked in the nation, and kids these days are really good. But just to keep it real, man, it's some ballers that don't came through Polk County that I don't think in the last 5 years there's been any kid in the last 5 years that's the best player that ever come through here. You know, and again, it's just my opinion. You guys got y'all own opinion. People on the show have their own opinion, but for the guys I listed, including T. Smith, it would be hard to say that there's 5 guys in this current era that can move any of those 5 guys out the way. You know what I'm saying? We did the Source Hoops had a top 5 in the last 25 years, about 3 or 4 years ago.
Starting, yeah.
The starting 5. And it came with Dominique Jones at the point, Dwayne Bacon at the 2, Trace McGrady at the 3, BB Walton at the 4, and Tony Bradley at the 5. And those 5, I can't name a player that's in that's of those 5 that I will move out the way within the last 5 years to place in front of them. So my question to y'all are, how do you replace those level type of players when on that 5 in high school, Dominique's senior year, he averaged 21 points, 10 rebounds, 7 assists. Last night, I said he averaged 22. So my apologies for being off 1 point. Dwayne Bacon was a McDonald's All-American. This is high school. All right. Tony Bradley was a McDonald's All-American. All right. BB Walden was a parade All-American. And who else was the other one that I didn't name?
Pumpkinhead.
No comment. No comment. So how do you replace those guys with any of these kids that we see now who doesn't even get within the last 5 years? We haven't had a parade All-American. We haven't had a McDonald's All-American. I think Walt was All-State. We had a couple guys All-State. I think LJ was All-State last year. Walt was All-State. But how do you replace those guys when they've put up those type of things in high school? Who you take off that list, Billy D?
So I'm listening to you. What I'm getting from it is you're asking, is there a player in the last 5 years, top 5 in Polk County all time?
Top 5 are the best all time.
Negative. No. And those players that you just named is in its arguments that people can be in that conversation with them too.
Yeah.
Dominique Jones, first round pick. He was top 100 in his class. When he comes to overall rankings, of course we know Pumpkinhead. He was number one in his class. BB Parade All-American.
Top 15 in his class.
And the other 2 were McDonald All-Americans.
And that alone, Rashard Anderson, bro, was the number 1 shooting guard in the country.
Mm-hmm. And like you said, you can keep naming. Chris Davis, McDonald's All-American. He just went to Oak Hill his senior year, but he was a monster at Kathleen. I don't see a player in the last 5 years that you can replace them with. Again, that's my opinion. But you're talking, elite. And not only we're saying that they were elite, they were elite by top-notch evaluators. You know what I'm saying? So
let's not forget, Jared Zimmer averaged like 35 a game in high school the senior year.
And you can name a lot more people.
Yeah.
You can name a lot more, but if you're asking, is there a player in the last 5 years that's a top 5 player in Polk County all time, I would say no.
Yeah.
I would say, I think sometimes we get caught up in that whole high school NBA debate with the LeBron, Jordan, and like we was talking earlier, you forget about Kobe, but it's like a different era. And I mean, I don't like you said when you said it to me earlier. I'm like all time, like ever, like 80s, 70s. You know, you talking like since we start doing basketball. I mean, maybe over the last decade, definitely, but of all time, maybe over the last 20 years, 20, 25 years. You know, we're gonna do another list this summer. Shameless pull up. But all time that's a those are two big words that people throw around a lot when they start doing these all time lists and all time.
There's no disrespect to the guys that are playing.
No, not at all.
Because I think that, you know what I'm saying, the LJs, the Walton for what their body of work have been. But I just want to pay respect to guys that not only put in the body of work, but were getting national exposure for the body of work that they were putting in. You get what I'm saying? Like, we know Walt was a dog. You know, he was 2-time player of the year in 6A. And he won two state championships for Bartow. Does Bartow win that with any other player? If Walt takes his talent and keeps it at Lake Wells, and another kid like LJ comes over, does Bartow win those two? That's a debatable question.
And
does LJ average 27, 28 a game at Bartow? That's a very debatable question, right? I said last night in the conversation, and I was looked at like I was the dumbest guy in America when I said, imagine Miguel Paul as a freshman going to Victory and playing 4 years at Victory with the way how talented he was, compared to Miguel Paul playing in a Florida Southern style system at Kathleen. When we saw two different Miguel, Billy D, me and you saw this with our own eyes.
Yes, definitely.
You know what I'm saying? And people still don't understand. They say, oh, Miguel had the green light at Kathleen. He got to shoot it when he want to. They were a system team, bro. They were playing. Coach Gibbons taught them the Florida Southern system. And in the Florida Southern system, you're going to pass that ball around. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? I'm just imagining like Miguel Paul at Victory, and this same with Coach Fitzgerald. I get the same numbers, you know, and it's not saying that just a disrespect to LJ. It's just that the style and the systems for those type of guys. Can you imagine Dominique Jones 4 years at Victory?
But just think about the results, though. Like, what are you going to sacrifice? Like, my numbers or trying to win a championship? You know what I'm saying? Like, Miguel, along with K4 and the rest of those guys, those were great teams. You know what I'm saying? If I want to be selfish and just get my numbers, they don't make back-to-back state championships. They don't make it. You know what I'm saying? So what's more important? You know, just getting yours or winning.
Yep.
So, you know, I totally understand about the conversations and things of that nature, but it's, you know, do you sacrifice winning just for your stat line? You know what I'm saying? So
all right, this is another great question.
I know he's about to go.
I'm Team Victory, y'all. You know what I'm saying? I'm shooting for Victory to make it. Like, you know, granted, I'm hard on them because I want to see this curse. I said this in 2008 after I watched Kathleen lose back-to-back years of pace, and being in the school system and just seeing the transition of the Lakeland Fire and multiple teams come around. I said this then. I said, fellas, y'all will not see another team from Lakeland make it to state in the next 10 years because what's in front of the jersey is not going to be important anymore with the kids that are coming up. Every kid, as well as the household, is going to become selfish and only think about them. And then you start to see the transition of Kathleen not being, oh, I'm going to the basketball school for if I live in Lakeland, and I'm going to the football school if I live in Lakeland, which is Dreadnought football, Kathleen basketball. So you started seeing I can get myself a better scholarship because the favoritism is at Kathleen. Compared to if you're a player and you're a baller, you're going to play wherever you go. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
and we haven't seen it. It's 2024, and I'm still sitting here like, when is the city of Lakeland gonna have a state championship team again? And we see it. Like, we've seen a group of fire kids that have been really, really good, right? From 4th grade on. I can remember Kenny Davis had a strong fire. Kenny Davis had the first fire team that actually got out there and got battle tested and went to AU. Right? All those kids that was on that team were more Lakeland kids. They all did this. Boom, 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 boom. Instead of boom. So that's what we're seeing the difference is compared to other kind of big cities. Those kids come together, they stay together. And you see that. In Lakeland now, you see just separation. You got to sprinkle over a kid here, sprinkle over a kid there. Oh, it's the coach's fault. Oh, coach got favoritism here. If you a baller, you're going to play. But the kids ain't seeing that because they think that in order to get a scholarship, they have to get their shine on at this school. And we continue to preach that what you do in the summer is what's going to involve you getting that paperwork faxed off to you that Saturday morning. You know what I'm saying? But we waiting. So with Victory, a national schedule, I think they've had a great schedule. I think that Fitzgerald put them in place. But what's a national schedule?
Yeah, I was going to ask that too. I mean, and what did that have to do with anything?
Yeah. Still got to play OCP, and they got the kid back. Apparently, I heard. The kid that we thought wasn't going to be there. I was speaking last night like, oh, he's not there. Victor going to make it. Now you're getting text message. Oh, no, that kid been playing pretty good the last couple games at the end of the year.
Mm-hmm.
And before last year, did we ever talk about a national schedule? Did you hear that word thrown around before last year with Winter Haven schedule?
No, not really.
Yeah,
I mean, and they say a national schedule just because you go out of state and play. It's been many people go out of state and play.
They played a tough schedule.
They played a tough schedule.
Clearly, it worked out for them because they got the 1 seed, which we're going to talk about here in a couple minutes.
But what are we talking about in a national schedule? Were they out there playing top 25 teams in the nation?
That's a national schedule.
That's a national schedule when you play a top 25 team. Just because I go out of state and play somebody, and I'm not trying to down Victory schedule or anything, because my thing is Winter Haven went out of state and won a tournament. Those teams wasn't top 25. You know what I'm saying? But Winter Haven played in the city of Palms last year. Those was top 25 teams. Victory went down to the city of Palms and played in the Sunshine State game. They played 2 pretty good teams. Just because you go out of state doesn't mean that you are playing top 25 level of competition.
Yeah, that's always. But they played a tough schedule. They
did. They really did. Fitzgerald did a great job in putting them in a position to be the number 1 seed. All right, so now OCP, if everybody take care of business, OCP has to come to them. That is what they wanted. He did a great job in doing that.
Okay. Well, Coach, you anything in the coach's corner?
First of all, Coach, I'm wanting to say happy belated birthday to JJ Edler. RIP JJ, long live JJ. His birthday was this past Monday, and I wanted to make sure that I get that out. We haven't forgot about you, sir. And we're going to continue to celebrate you. So I really want to get that out. But, Coach, man, this week here has been interesting. One thing is to do things that you haven't done before. You have to do things that you haven't done before. My thing is I'm continuing to see people do the same thing over and over again, and they're expecting different results. So what is it going to take, Toomer? You have 3 teams from Lakeland that has a possibility to get to Lakeland. So what are
3 teams from Lakeland or 3 teams from Polk County?
No, 3 teams from Lakeland.
Who the 3 teams is?
Santa Fe, Victory, and Lakeland. Right?
Coach, you fell for the banana tail.
I'm back.
Okay. So what is it going to take for them to break that curse?
First, let me go down to what I witnessed last night. I might have witnessed the worst defensive possession I've ever seen in my life from Lakeland. I've
Oh,
never seen this listen. I thought I was watching the N1 mixtape era on ESPN. All right, where a kid with like 14 seconds to go, the guard dribbles to the middle of the lane, has a layup. No one even comes at him. He dribbles out to the 3-point line on the wing as the clock's running down. Dribbles back in the lane to get a N1 with no ball side, no help side. I'm like, this is the most. I'm like, yo, this is the worst. I've never seen a team not guard anyone like I witnessed from Lakeland last night, right? And I told a few of the boys, I'm like, yo, at halftime, we ain't even going to the locker room. If I'm coaching, we doing shell drill, no balls for the 5, 6, 7 minutes that they got on the clock. I'm gonna embarrass the team, and we just gonna run shell drill the whole time, so that it can something can click in the head. Because defensively, Lakeland last night, I don't know how they been all year. Trash.
oh my God.
Victory. I just think that they got to play the best game of their life in that final game at home. You know what I'm saying? I think that everybody has to get involved and help LJ. LJ has to get everybody involved. It can't be a stand and watch situation. And they put themselves in a situation that no one has been able to do within the last 8-9 years against OCP. Put them on the road in a hostile environment against a team that has a great score and a good supporting cast. Now, the key to all of this is take LJ out the equation. Like I've said all year, who's going to step up and become a player for them in this critical situation against a great OCP team? Because that's what's going to matter. And I found out last night, you can't forget about this team out of Tampa that's supposed to be real good.
No, Calvin Chris.
Yeah, the Tampa Christian team. I think OCP has to play them. They're like number 3. So it's another good team out there. I found out last night, like they're really good. So I think that Victor has a better chance of taking care of business. But with the kid coming back, who guards the kid? What's the game plan? I think last year LJ had 8 points and fouled out, right? North Tampa Christian. All right. Can he stay in the game for 32 minutes without fouling out?
I know he fouled out last year. Didn't he foul out the year before too?
I'm not sure about the year before. I know last year against them, he fouled out. He had like 8 points or something. He had one of the worst games. They pretty much had a game plan for him. Santa Fe, they got to win every game on the road now, right?
No, they're 2 seed.
No, they're 2 seed.
They don't have to go on the road for the regional final.
They have to go to Orlando and beat Windermere.
Not Windermere. They Windermere Prep.
I don't know. I'm shocked they lost last night, but I am not impressed with them going on the road.
They say the North Tampa Christian team is tough, but I've talked to several coaches like outside of the area, including coaches that are here. Man, they say OCP is probably one of their best defensive teams in the past 4 or 5 years. Like they're really going out and they're defending like really, really well. So
in the North Christian or OCP?
OCP. But they say they're really, really tough defensively right now.
That's gonna be interesting. I don't know, man. I have no hope in Lakeland right now after what I just watched last night. What they would have to do is eliminate the coaches, a players meeting, come to a reality that, in order for us to win, all 15 of us are going to have to respect everything that the coaches are trying to teach us, and we're going to play our lives out like it's Lakeland football.
Mm-hmm.
Because what I witnessed last night, I can't see them going in Bartow and beating Bartow. With the body language I saw from players, the non-offensive players that they're lacking, I mean, Bartow. Somebody say Bartow played zone last night. Bartow was so deep up in the at the free throw line. No, they were so deep back in the free throw line, telling people to shoot.
To everybody side touching the paint.
Oh man, shoot the ball.
It looked like a zone.
Looked like a zone. It was straight, man. Shoot the ball. I don't know, man. And Bartow making shots now.
So let's talk district then, and we can start with that one. Was we shocked with Bartow Lakeland? I mean, we can talk district, how districts went. Then we can talk matchups this week. Were we shocked?
Who would I text you that they were gonna win that game 2 days ago?
I mean, you told us last week.
I said that y'all didn't, but what did I say?
Yeah, you told us last week.
Yeah.
I can say when
I was shocked at the score. I didn't think it would be a 25-point game.
Right.
Man, it was 30 at one point, bro.
Yeah, I mean, you was updating us. You kept us updated.
I was shocked at that.
I was shocked at the score. You know what I'm saying? But am I surprised about McGriff in February having his team ready to play? No. You know, we said this back in November. You don't want to play McGriff around this time. And bro, it's classic McGriff. He's got them clicking. You know what I'm saying? They have won 12 of the last 13 games.
And they got confidence, bro. The scary part of that last night, bro, I saw confidence on the board.
Confidence, but they also are healthy. They got the Jason is back. You know what I'm saying? I know Daniel Thompson was like in the doghouse, and he's came out.
What number is Daniel Thompson?
Daniel is
21.
21.
21.
Light skin kid.
Yeah, that came from Santa Fe.
They say he shot the lights out.
He has been.
Man, I ain't
getting some change, bro. He been shooting the lights out.
He was out there last night, right? We stayed out there having this debate from the game ended early. I think I didn't get home at midnight. They say the kid had about 7 threes. It was so ugly, and the sausages were so deep in them early. I quit watching the game, cuz I couldn't even watch no more. So whatever this kid was making, I'm asking him like, who were y'all talking about? Cuss word son had 3 of them in the first half. 23 played at a different level last night for them. Mid range.
Yeah, but he been hurt, and him coming back gave him a shot in the arm.
That's big, yeah, because he played 24. The kid from Lake Wells gave him a post presence outside of the tall, skinny kid that they got. And 22 didn't turn the ball over.
Yeah, he was tough.
He was tough.
Now, I know on the show last week, I said I felt like Bartow had not played their best yet. I felt like Lakeland couldn't play any better than they had been playing. And once I got the score for Thursday night game, and I saw they only beat no disrespect, so hopefully they'll come from it. But when I see Lakeland only knocked off Lake Gibson by 6, I said, Lakeland might be in some trouble based off of that game, because you figure as you're getting closer to, playoffs, that margin should be widening, not shrinking. So, you can kind of, and I'm not surprised that Bartow won. I am surprised that they went and gave it to them like that in their gym. So we kind of not shocked, sort of kind of not shocked, right? So 7A, shout out to 7A district champs Winter Haven. I don't think that was a shock either. One thing I saw that was very impressive as we talk about them, looking ahead in a minute. They had 6 players in double figures last night. 6.
Everybody was scoring.
Coach.
When I say everybody was scoring, everybody was scoring.
National, whoever you playing, if you get 6 guys in double figures, Coach, you're gonna be in some ball games. That's just the law average. Columbus, Montverde, whoever. I ain't saying they're gonna win, but you put 6 players in double figures, you're gonna be there. It ain't gonna be no sausage. Ain't gonna be no summer sausage going on, So that's probably the most impressive thing I saw was that they put 6 guys in double figures. That was very impressive. But what's y'all take on that one? I know we're not surprised. Maybe that they didn't beat them by more than they beat them by. But
I think Winter Haven makes the championship game still. I think that they're just playing great basketball. They're playing team basketball. Not surprising there. It just, they got the bad end of the stick until they prove it. I'd rather be wrong and keep speaking loud to be wrong and come back and say congratulations. But
yeah, definitely.
they got
They just got to play the two best teams in the state to get there.
yeah.
That's the sad part.
OCP is beatable because of the coach. They won by one last night. They got away, so it ain't like they can't be beat and they can't like, what I'm saying. So, but I just think when we're saying national schedule, now it's only one. That's the team that played the national schedule, the number 2 team in the country.
Yeah, and Oak Ridge did also. They went out and played a whole bunch of people. That's why, in some of those polls, they're ranked number 13th in the nation. They higher than Winter Haven when it comes to national ranking.
Oh, Coach Wally with the one line. I don't know if y'all saw this one. So
You sure what Fresh said in that text I told y'all?
Oh man, I gotta look it up.
Yeah, man.
So 5A. Unfortunately, we didn't have anybody.
Oh, we skipped 6A. We talked about that game. I think I'm gonna put this on record. I think Bartow makes it to the state.
Well, we're gonna talk this playoffs in a minute. We're just talking the district.
Oh,
so we're gonna circle back. So 5A7, we didn't make nobody made it in, unfortunately. 5A10, Sebring lost in the championship game, to Braden River. So so they get in the playoffs, which we'll talk about here in a second. But was kind of shocking and disappointing that we didn't get anybody in from 5A7. That's probably we had 5 teams in that 5 teams in that district.
Yeah, that was very shocking. Because if you would have asked me at the beginning of the season, I thought we'd get at least 2 in.
Who was in 5A? That's the Davenport, Auburndale, all them.
Mm-hmm.
Davenport, Auburndale.
I thought we would get at least 2 teams in if you asked me at the beginning of the season.
Yeah, that was a tough one. So
Jones was a 5 seed in that district.
Yeah, because they're their strength of schedule was okay, but bro, it was like almost 500.
So I'm saying they won district though, right? Jones won a district.
No, they didn't win their 5 seed. They must have lost it, right?
Bartow the 5 seed and Lakeland the 4 seed.
That's true. So they could have won it. I mean, I think they did. I don't know. I stopped looking once we lost. Did Jones win the district, Coach Atwell?
Yeah, they won.
They won district. Okay, so it was very beatable. I actually thought that 5A7 might have been our best chance. I don't know. But that was kind of surprising and a little disappointing. We didn't get nobody in 5A7. And 5A10, we got Sebring in. So 4A7, it was very the semifinal game. Coach Pruitt, I see you choosing violence today. I'm trying to stay on the right side of what I heard may or may not have happened in that scenario of what you speak, sir. I don't want you to think I'm ignoring you. I'm not. But in 4A7, Discovery lost in the championship game to Lake Island Prep. They beat McKeel. I see, Juice. I see. I've been seeing them. I've been trying to stay silent, but I guess we go.
So they go to Eustis.
Yeah, Discovery goes to Eustis. They hung on and beat McKeel. That game was pretty intense. That semifinal game, from what I understand. I think Alex fouled out with like a couple minutes to go. It was pretty close to that part. And obviously, after Alex goes, that's a big loss. But that ended up being a pretty interesting district that I don't know if we expected to be when the year started. I thought McKeel and Discovery, did they overachieve? Did they do about what we thought? I can't say they underachieved.
I thought McKeel was going to what? Get in the playoffs?
Say again?
You thought McKeel was going to get in the playoffs?
If they would have got to the finals, they would have.
I don't agree.
If you look at it, boss, like if they would have got to the final, I think they'd have got the 8 seed.
Yeah, I don't. McKill ain't played nobody all year, so I don't look at the rankings. I just never thought McKill would get in. I thought they were just playing for wins.
You thought they was in the Kelly Red League?
Yeah, I thought that's what they signed up for.
You know, the AAU when they ask you want the gold, the bronze, the
There's
silver.
no one that can tell me that McKill didn't sign up for the Kelly Red League.
We want the copper package. They got copper division and
There's no one that can tell me that McKill didn't sign up for the Kelly Red League.
Coach, they wouldn't have got in.
They wasn't gonna get in.
They still would have got in, even if they won. They had to win the division championship. That what you said?
They was all the way down to 10. They ended up number 10. I don't think even beating.
They weren't gonna get in. You saw that schedule they had at the beginning of the year.
Yeah, I don't think beating Discovery was gonna put them in.
Okay, so they had to beat Lake Island Prep.
Yeah, I was saying that like the last couple of weeks.
Man, we've been saying it all year that they just playing Kelly Red League, which is fine. Which is
fine if that's where you're at, right? If that's where you're at, that's where you're at.
But then you people, and it's not only them, it's several other teams too. But then you get upset when you're on the outside looking in, trying to get in the playoffs. Like you can't be, you know what I'm saying? Like that schedule, it just wasn't geared for them to make the playoff.
Yeah, like the team that came and played in the Mosaic. I saw they got in Lake City, Columbia, something like that.
Yeah, Columbia.
They came up in, and I think what's name gave it to them by 40. Santa Fe, and then Kathleen beat them in the Mosaic.
Mm-hmm.
And they made it in as a 6 or a 7 seed. So something to the Magic. So all right, so 3A.
Not checkers, coach.
Say again?
Not checkers.
You're just not checking? Oh,
chess and not checkers.
Gotcha. We had a instant classic. Yeah, I did hear that it kind of got a little rough at the end. With how McKill, once it came evident that it was shorts to the left, jerseys to the right, it kind of got a little testy. I heard
how,
which is unfortunate, you know.
Tense, how they knew they wasn't gonna make it in, boy.
Well, how it was reported, not we're reporting it. How it was reported, they was acting up pretty bad. So maybe they thought they had a shot then. So they was. Like I say, that's not what we saying. It's just what.
Man, them kids had a great season. Them kids had a great year.
They did.
Coach. You get a coach respect for knowing what type of team he had going in and what he decided to do for our scheduling.
Yeah,
playoffs was the last thing on his mind.
Okay, another 2 mistake. 3A District 7 went to the wire, went to overtime, and what up? Kathleen, shut up. What we say about Kathleen?
Coach, keep going.
Oh. Yeah, shout out to Kathleen. Knock them people off. Yeah, Coach Shaw. That's what's up. Finish the season up. So Santa Fe, Bell Creek went down to the wire. Santa Fe lost on a shot at the buzzer. People hit a out of bounds set that actually worked. Out of bounds set that worked for the win. So your heart go out to Santa Fe and the kids. You know, played it hard out. They couldn't hit the shooting percentage. You know, one thing we know Santa Fe gonna do, they're gonna shoot the ball and they're gonna shoot the three. And they were like 2 for 20 from 3-point line last night.
They'll bounce back.
Yeah, they'll bounce back. So they end up with a 2.
It didn't hurt them though. They was number 2 in the region anyway.
So they got a 2 seed. So it was a good
look at their bracket. They'll bounce back. I just can't.
Then they missed a ton of free throws down the stretch too. So I mean, they definitely had the game. It's not like they just went to bed. It just, the ball just was not kind.
I just can't see them going on the road to Orlando and beating Orlando.
To be honest, that game hurt Bell Creek more than it helped them. You know what I'm saying?
So put them on the side with Lake Island Prep.
With Windermere
Prep. I meant Windermere Prep. Okay. And then 2A, nobody surprised by what victory did. It's just
No,
really
not at
naming
all.
the score on that one. So we got 7 teams in, or six or 7 teams in to the show. Over under the when we started the year, that we said we remember that we say 9. We gave it 9 because we had some people come out of 587. So we said 9. We got 7 in. So
Y'all gave it 9.
what you gave it, PG?
I ain't surprised at nothing.
We talk about before the season started. We ain't talking about like as the season went on. So you wasn't drinking the 9 Kool-Aid at the beginning of the year.
No, we got to go back and find that footage.
Hey, I categorically deny that's what I said. Y'all might have said it. I ain't said. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So they released the brackets for you all. We posted it on the page, the live, selection show thing they did today at 2:00 for the girls, and they did 2:30 for the boys. Shout out to Coach Billy D and Coach Lawson and the Winter Haven Lady Blue Devils got the 1 seed in their region. Shout out to Kathleen. Is it same? What's the lady name? Coach Kathleen? I don't want to say her name wrong. Freeman.
Kiki. Kiki.
Nah,
right?
not Freeman.
New coach, right?
Yeah, she doing a great job or whatever, man.
Yeah, they got a 2 seed. So shout out to Kathleen Lady Devils. They got a 2 seed.
Did they win the district? Did they win the district?
No.
They lost to
St. Cloud.
Did they get a 2 seed? They
No,
yeah. I might be wrong.
No, they're like 4 or 5.
I know they got a home game. Let me say it that way. I think they got a home game.
Yeah, they're like 4 or 5.
Haynes City got in. I heard. I was kind of halfway listening. No disrespect.
Man, that's big.
Victory got in also.
Victory got in too. So four. So St. Cloud won. So Kathleen. So it's 4 Polk County girl teams got in. So I want to shout out
Kathleen a 4 seed. They host Wakava.
Okay, so they got a home game. That's huge for Kathleen girls basketball. Huge. So shout out to all the ladies who got in. So with the new format, now coach, new format.
We finna see Winter Haven. We finna see Winter Haven girls and Winter Haven boys in the White House at the same time. If Polk County don't be in the building,
so how many girls got in, coach? Same numbers. It got 7 girls in too. Look like I keep seeing teams pop up.
Lake West got in and Sebring got it. I think Sebring got in.
That's 6 then, right? 6 girls. And do the girls play on Thursday too, starting out?
No, girls play on Wednesday, boys play on Thursday.
Okay. So for you all that not aware, they did do the girls selection show and then the boys, and they're doing them like together this year. So the girls regional quarters will be on Wednesday, the boys will be on Thursday, and they're gonna play them like that up until the state finals at the White House RP Funding Center. So we got a chance to see multiple Polk County teams in the White House, which would be great for both sides, for girls and boys. But we're going to primarily focus on boys. I know Polk County girls basketball, I think they went live and did a selection show recap earlier today. So they take care of the girls, and we try to be respectful and don't step on toes. So for y'all that wonder why we don't do girl stuff like we used to, because they do it. They do a great job, and we stay out their way because we respect over here. That's what we built on. So anyway, we got 17 in boys. And coach, we got the brackets. So as we pull up the first bracket, there's no way possible that we see Winter Haven as the number 1 seed not getting it. Winter Haven is the 1 seed. They open up Thursday night against Sumner. And Durant is the 4 seed. They're looking at Durant possibly in the second round. Plant City got the 3 seed, and Sarasota got the 2 seed. Is Sarasota worth anything?
Coach, Winter Haven walked through that region.
So Winter Haven naming the score to the White House.
Mm-hmm.
Now, something that was very interesting that they talked about, it happened in multiple districts. And Coach, I know you kind of can speak on this. Just because you win district, or just because you're the highest seed, does not necessarily mean that you automatically get a home game.
No, and it happened.
Multiple teams that didn't get a home game that were higher seeds.
It happened in boys. Berkeley Prep is the number 1 seed in their region, but they lost the district championship, so they got to go on the road and play against Calvary Christian in Clearwater. against the 8 seed. So if in the first round, if you're a district winner, you host no matter what your season is.
And so some cases you got some lower seeds hosting the game, i.e. the next region we're about to talk about, which is Bartow and Lakeland.
Mm-hmm.
So we just talked about what happened last night, and now everybody's 0-0. And so in the region 2 for 6A, we got Lakeland and Bartow both made it in. And if you were not aware at this point, there will be a rematch. But this time it will be in Bartow. So Bartow got it as the 5 seed. Lakeland got it as the 4 seed. But since Bartow is a district champ, they get the home game. So Lakeland has to travel to Bartow. And they're on the side of the bracket with the 1 seed, which is Orlando Edgewater. And they take on St. Cloud, which is the 8 seed, which is also in that district. So we got, there's 3 teams got in from that 6A, 7A district. Other side of the bracket, you got Oviedo, 2 seed against East River, and Stewart South Fork, 3 seed against Winter Park Lake Howell. So are we saying the winner of that region comes out of the top half of the bracket? Is anybody at the bottom half got a shot?
Yes. That's why I was hoping Bartow or Lakeland end up getting a 6 seed so they can be on the other side of that bracket. But I mean, it's gonna be a war on Thursday with Bartow and Lakeland, and I think either one of them have a chance of beating Edgewater, but they got to do it on the road.
Can St. Cloud beat Edgewater?
No.
Okay. So regardless, a Polk County team will move on to the, even if the worst possible scenario happens, at least one team will move on to the next round because we got 2 playing each other. Unfortunately, they got to lock it up again, but hey, it is what it is. So Thursday night, Bartow hosts Lakeland in 6A region. Once again, the 5A3 region, because we didn't get anybody in 5A2. Sebring checked in at a 5 seed, so they got to go on the road. The 1 seed in that region is Cape Coral Mariner. 8 seed is St. Pete Northeast. Sebring got to go to Naples and play Barron Collier. Seminole was in the hoop shootout. They got the 2 seed. They play St. Pete High, and Braden River, who beat Sebring, plays Port Charlotte. Does Sebring have a shot to come out that region?
Yes, Sebring got a shot. They just got to do it on the road, unfortunately. But the way they've been playing, I think they got a shot.
I agree.
Talking to some people, I heard they got a raw deal as far as referees outside the county. They said they never gonna complain about Polk County refs ever again. But that's nothing that you can control. You got to go in there with a great game plan. Preparation started, if you ask me, it started last week, but preparation starts now. You got to go in there with a great game plan, and the kids got to be focused in and execute.
Okay. So Sebring got a shot. So that's our 4th team. Our 5th team is in 4A, and that's Discovery. Discovery got in as a 6 seed.
I like Eustis.
They have to travel to Lake County to Eustis. Also in that side, the 2 seed is Palm Bay. They host Umatilla. The 1 seed in that region is Lake Highland Prep. They host Titusville Astronaut. And then the 4 seed is the Villages. They host Palatka. So are we drinking the Discovery Kool-Aid this week?
I'm rooting for Eustis because just off of family. That's close people, man. So they've been playing good all year. Discovery probably been playing good. But Eustis 5 minutes from home, so I'm shooting for the county. I got to be the bad villain in that one.
I mean, Eustis actually been playing very well this year. I've seen them in the past, and they've been increasingly getting better. I think it's going to be tough for Discovery to go up there and get a win, but I think
it's tough, bro.
Yeah, they got a great environment up there too. Because I've actually in the past I have ref like Eustis Leesburg, Eustis Mount Dora.
They just beat Leesburg. They just beat Leesburg a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, the environment is crazy up there. So it's going to be a hostile environment. Of course, Weed's my boy, so I'm definitely rooting for him. But they got a tough draw.
Yeah.
So Houston's actually playing pretty well this year.
Yeah, see, that's my concern is on the road, first time in the playoffs, hostile environment. But I do like the fact that they got.
I went for Cavalier. Duh.
So
Bradley was on the team.
they got a. I think that they got something like the Livingston kid. He won't be nervous. He won't be affected by that environment because he comes from the area that Wakava area. They have them kind of crowds all the time. So I think he'll get off the bus, but he gonna need some help.
They got some dogs. They got some dogs can play at him now. They gonna come at him. They very well coached, so he gonna have to definitely bring it.
Yeah. So, but it is like you say. That's a real tough environment.
This is the question that we asked all season. Remember, at one point, I was like looking at Discovery, like they ain't played nobody. Now you got to go on the road and go into a hostile environment. Are they prepared for that? You guys feel like?
Not by their schedule, no.
Exactly. So that's another reason that me knowing how it is up there and the support they do get for basketball and how they've been winning, like they've got this winning tradition back up there now, and it's definitely gonna be hostile. You know what I'm saying? On Thursday night, it's definitely gonna be. I might actually ride up there to see that game. I might go up there to watch that one.
Okay.
But any given day, coach, you got to line it up and play. Anything can happen.
All right. So that's our 5th team, right? So our 6th team is in 3A, and we got Santa Fe checking in at the 2 seed. So the 1 seed in that region is Windermere Prep. They got Foundation Academy from Winter Garden. The 4 seed is Cardinal Newman out of West Palm. They will host Bell Creek. Santa Fe is a 2 seed. They'll host Kings Academy. Rematch from last year. If you all remember that Kings Academy actually knocked off Santa Fe last year. So chance for them to have some get back. And then the 3 seed Holy Trinity out of Melbourne will host the First Academy out of Orlando. So even though Bell Creek won, they still got stuck with it. Not got stuck, but they got paired with a district champ, so they got to go on the road. So I already know PG said he don't like Santa Fe chances coming out the region. Coach, you feel?
Yeah, I think they make it to the finals. The regional
make it to the regional final too.
I just don't know if they can.
Bell Creek may help them out and beat Windermere Prep. I know they split with them last year. So I think that's going to be one hell of a game. Windermere Prep and Bell Creek.
If Bell Creek knocks them off, do Bell Creek get the home game?
No.
Santa Fe get it because they're the
Santa Fe is the higher seed. So
Santa Fe can end up with all 3 home games. So it's go Bell Creek, Polk County. It's go Bell Creek. Let's go. Let's go. Hey, what we talking about? So Bell Creek can go in there and knock them people off.
Yeah, they can go in there. They did it last year.
Yeah. Bell Creek beat McKill by 3 points. So are we saying, co-host Coach Polite, are we saying that Bell Creek is pretty good? I mean, are we saying McKill pretty good or not that good based off of the margin of victory? So that's 6 as we go to the last one, and that is 2A. That's our 7th team, which becomes Victory as the 1 seed. You got Central Park Christian, the 8 seed, Mount Dora, Legacy, OCP, the 2 seed, North Tampa Christian, and Faith. What y'all think?
That is not
Victory at OCP. It's definitely Victory at OCP.
Yeah, I don't know that Mount Dora Christian we ain't never liked them.
Yeah, like they say the North Tampa Christian team is pretty good, but I don't see them being OCP.
Yeah, I couldn't tell you about the Mount Dora team. I know my Mount Dora, they sorry. They trash. Or they ain't win but 1 game this year.
Yeah, that's tough.
Yeah.
But like I said, I expect the rematch, but the rematch is gonna be in Victory. I hope they create an environment where it's very hostile for OCP. They need every advantage that they can get.
Right. Why did Santa Fe? I thought Santa Fe was the number 1 seed in their district last
Santa Fe was? No, not last year.
this year. I'm talking about, I thought it was the number 1 seed.
In the district, yes.
Why they play that game over at Lakeland Christian?
It's probably because different districts have different rules.
Oh, okay.
Lakeland Christian in their district, they probably decided like, hey, the whole district is going to be hosted at Lakeland Christian. You know what I'm saying? Some people do that. Like, Lakeland hosted both semifinal games the other day. Some people do that. Some people let the higher seed host, which was what everybody else did. If you were the higher seed, you host that one game.
Gotcha. Interesting. What's next? Barn gonna disappear on us? Cut the screen off?
I mean, that's all the as far as the district playoffs goes.
Yeah, if Santa Fe would have been playing at home, I'd have been a lot more confident in them. And I just don't see them. I can't see them on the road in Orlando winning. But it's possible.
Yeah, definitely possible. I mean, you're gonna have to line it up and play. That's why, preparation is everything. I'm curious to see, how serious coaches take this. Do you have film already? Are you formulating a game plan? Do you have a backup plan just in case that game plan doesn't work? You know what I'm saying? You got to be able to make adjustments and make them quickly, because if not, tumor. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully they don't went to Sam's and got them that bulk dish detergent to wash them clothes. You got to be able to make adjustments. You got to be able to make them fast. You can't wait to halftime. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You cannot wait to halftime.
Oh, I know we was talking about. I was saying, I think Bartow. I think Bartow can get in. Like, looking at how
they're playing right now, yes.
Yeah. I think they can get in. If that trash helped them get motivated, they definitely got motivated.
Hey man, whatever. If you need to put us up on the poster board, Cole.
Put us up there.
Please put us up there.
Okay, so am I hearing we get 4 teams in? That ain't what I just heard. I heard Woodhaven. I heard Victory. I heard Santa Fe. I heard Bartow.
Getting the state?
Yeah.
No, I got 2 teams. I think Bartow gonna steal their way in, and I think Woodhaven locked. I'm questioning mark. I don't know Victor. That's just a hell game. It's possible. I think Santa Fe makes it to the regional final. I don't think they win it, so I can't even pick that OCP game because they're saying it's a totally different OCP team than we've been talking about all year because the kid back. I don't know, but I think Bartow can go. I think Bartow I saw last night wasn't trash. Bartow I witnessed the first time they played Lakeland was pure D garbage. Mr. Riley can get mad all he want to. At the schedule, and I watched that live. Turnover after turnover after turnover compared to last night. And Mr. Riley got to stop being sensitive when we come at Bartow, man. Like, we can't talk about Bartow. I was hoping he'd get on the show in the comments.
Yeah, he probably was waiting for 7:30. So.
Yeah, man.
But at the time, you wasn't wrong, though.
No, I wasn't wrong. They were trash. 12-9 is Bartow standard. If it is, then explain to me. We hollering strength of schedule. Mr. Riley was calling the trash at the beginning of the year. Y'all remember that? They got beat.
He was.
Oh, we ain't got no ball handlers. We ain't got this and that.
Yeah, he their biggest fan and he their biggest critic. So you gotta, he gotta respect that he don't pull punches with it.
Yeah, it would be interesting that Thursday night game. I wouldn't even go watch it. I'll watch it on live if I don't go home and watch Houston. I don't want to be over there. That wasn't good basketball I watched. There you go. Hey, Mr. Riley, you ain't gonna be calling me out on the message when y'all win a couple games. Talking about the co-host, your co-host calling us trash. We got upset by it when you called them trash earlier. You know they was trash. They better now. I'm impressed. That's why I call myself I'm the donkey of the day.
Now, does who in a game like that, both of y'all before we get off. Who does that favor? That game was that bad, and it just happened. So is that fate? And Thursday night, does it favor Bartow or does it favor Lakeland?
If Bartow don't turn the ball over, Lakeland can't beat them. I don't know what Lakeland's going to change defensively in 5 days, because what I witnessed last night, you talking about grade A sanitation defensively? There's no such thing as team defense. I'm going to see what they're going to change.
My thing is Bartow confidence is through the roof right now. And it's going to be tough to go in there and beat them. What Lakeland has is that they don't split with them during the season. But it's going to take a great effort and a great game plan to go in there and beat McGriff.
Lakeland can turn the ball over, coach. If they turn that ball over like they did the first game, Lakeland can win.
They can win.
Yeah.
Did who refs? Polk County refs, or you get outside?
No, you get outside.
I don't think that matters, bro. Watching that game last night, Lakeland can't score. I'm gonna tell you how crazy this game was. Right, this is something that I'm watching. Right, and I love to just observe the game. And I'm talking as we're going. I'm like, the third quarter comes out. Bartow don't score for the first 2 minutes and 40 seconds of the third quarter, bro. They were up 17 at the half, right? So I tap Fresh. I say, as bad as Bartow playing right now, and as good as hard as Lakeland playing, Bartow's still up 15 points. Numbers didn't change because Lakeland couldn't score. They could not score nothing in the half court. So it was like you giving your all for 2 minutes and 40 seconds. You got Bartow turning it over, but you can't put the ball in the basket. So the 15, it stayed from 17 to 15. Then next thing you know, it was up to 20 something when I text y'all. They cannot score. They have no legitimate scorer on that team that can go get it. Kids was making shots last night, but Fresh was like, them kids who were making shots, they ain't making shots all year.
So can Bartow play any better? Can Lakeland play any worse?
I don't think Lakeland shoot the ball better. Can Lakeland score on the offense end? Can Lakeland guard people? I just think they got exposed on the offensive side. Like we talked about this a couple weeks ago, and we had a whole different scenario that we thought would happen. At least I thought would happen. Remember I mentioned it to you, Billy D? Said Bartow might go. You said they played it once. And I said, that's what they're going to do, because I couldn't see who could make shots for Lakeland. So they did it, but they did it the opposite way. And they just flooded everybody in and told everybody else to shoot. You had the one kid, Trey, hit a couple of them. But, I mean, honestly, bro, who they got? It's got to be the defense that wins the game for Lakeland. And the defense I saw last night, it got to be something else.
And D is not playing, right? He out for the year, right?
Yeah, he ain't playing. That's big. That was big right there, that he's not playing. Because it leaves Scooter to be the sole one. To him and Scooter on the court at the same time would be scary, because they could pick up full court. But for what I saw last night, it eliminates with 23 being on. He didn't play the first time they played them?
Who?
23.
No.
Okay. I don't think Jason.
He just got hurt, so no, he didn't.
It eliminates the point guard having to force himself to bring the ball up now against Scooter the whole entire game. They can throw the ball and they can get the ball across without turning it over. That's the difference. So could the other Lakeland guys defend and get the pressure outside of Scooter? I didn't see that last night. And honestly, I'm going to be real. Whoever's Trey's guarding should bring the ball up. He don't bring the same energy that a Scooter brings defensively. You get what I'm saying? So he's not like a threat to say his full court is not the Hardy kid, D. So you remember last year you got Rowe and you had D, and you had the other Scooter. So you had like, okay, you try to let somebody else bring the ball up. You still got that threat of we picking you up full court, and it's in fear that you might turn the ball over, right? Bartow can put that ball in somebody else's hands to bring it up and then call a set. Because the rest of those guys don't have that same defensive intensity that we used to seeing from Lakeland the last 2-3 years. So it's an easy way. I mean, you can pick up full court, But if it ain't Scooter defending the ball, I get it out of his hands and give it to somebody else. I'm not worried about. And then in the half court said Lakeland can't guard nobody. Banana in the tailpipe.
All right, man. So we got 2-4. We saying they got a shot. All right. So last thing, who we got? Chiefs or 49ers?
You keep saying this 4, coach. 2-4. Winter Haven 1. Bartow 2.
Yeah, 2-4. You saying 2?
All right.
Other people saying, yeah, 2-4. 2 on the possible. They say on the stage table, 2 on the possible.
Hey, don't forget now. Bartow won district last year, and first round got knocked out by Kathleen. Was that Kathleen?
No, year before.
That was 2 years ago.
Oh, it's happened. Yeah, 2 years ago. They won district, hooping and hollering, stumping on the L. Everything they did. Came back the next week. Kathleen knocked that package off, and we were speaking highly of Bartow then. So, hey, McGriff can get prepared for district, and he come back. Them guys lay down at home, and they played Kathleen at Bartow, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so it ain't like Lakeland can't go in there and beat them. I just think Lakeland got it have to come to a team meeting, bro. Everybody got to dig in their soul like they playing for that state championship for football.
All right, Chiefs, 49ers, who we like?
I got my homeboy.
Can't bet against my homeboy. Not in this setting.
Yeah, my homeboy.
I like the 49ers.
What we witnessed from him, it ain't Brady like that. Brady won 7 in 20 years, but what he did in his first 6 years, it's scary, man. It's scary what this Mahomes boy can become. And the 49ers, to me, honestly, I don't think 49ers have been playing the same football they played at the beginning of the year.
Yeah, I agree.
And that's why I think
they're definitely not the same team.
Yeah, I think that's what's the big
Especially
difference.
Defensively.
Yeah.
I like 49ers, so I guess we 2-1 on that. I like 4 teams to get in the ship. I mean, not
like
all
4 to get the state.
I like 4 to get to.
We're gonna have a Polk County party, a Polk Coos party.
Well, 4 boys and at least 1 girls. Hopefully,
okay.
Girls next. But I'm saying, I guess 5 then, yeah.
Jeez,
if we count the girls.
You got a red cup over there?
No, I got water right now, sir.
At least 5 teams in the White House. Well, we have a Polk County party
in the White House. I love Victory at home, even with whatever OCP coming with. I love them at home.
Not a bad choice.
I think Bear Creek gonna upset Lake Highland Prep, and Santa Fe gonna get the win at home. I mean, Windermere Prep. I think Bear Creek gonna upset them, and I like Bartow or Lakeland. Whoever beats, I think whoever wins that game will go in Edgewater and beat them because they're not that I've seen. They are in Orlando. I think there's a lot more hype and substance to that, and I think either team are gonna expose that and go in there and win. So that's me.
So you taking off your you getting out your coaching feelings, and you're saying Lakeland can go over to Edgewater and beat.
If Lakeland can beat Bartow. If Lakeland can beat Bartow, I don't think Edgewater is better than Bartow right now. So if Lakeland can beat Bartow, I'm not saying that with the team you saw last night ain't gonna be able to beat Bartow, but if they can somehow beat Bartow right now I think is the best team in that region. So if they can beat Bartow, I think they'll beat Edgewater. That's what I'm saying. Yes, sir. Now I'm not saying they can beat Bartow. Because Bartow, like I just say, the best team in that region. But if they can knock Bartow off, I definitely think they can go in there and beat. Because it ain't tougher to play in Orlando, and it's tougher to play in Bartow. So if they can go get a win in Bartow, they can go get a win in Edgewater. You can't tell me it's going to be easier to go in Edgewater than go beat McGriff in the Hive. So yeah, if they can knock Bartow off, that's fine. If they can knock Bartow off, they can knock off Edgewater. That's my logic. So I could be wrong, but that's what I'm going with. So, all right, man. We appreciate y'all jumping on with us. So we let y'all. You got something, Coach?
Last thing, man. Players, man, don't do nothing to hurt your team. Make sure your availability is there. Don't do nothing stupid in school or at home where it hurts your team here in the playoffs. I seen it happen last week during district with a couple teams. I do not want y'all to go out and do anything that's gonna hurt your team this week.
Nah, I don't got. I agree, boy. I ain't taking 14 in Polk County.
I take 2.
No,
One in girls, one in boys.
All right, well, we will see. Good luck to the ladies and the men this week as y'all line it up. Wednesday and Thursday, y'all still playing. Congratulations to the 7 boys and 6 girls that got in, 13 total. We like us over everything, and to otherwise, hey, it's Polk County over everybody. So good luck, ladies and gentlemen. Like I said,
Eustace.
Oh, well, and Eustace. And Eustace. Okay. So, but I like us. So when I'm delusional on it, I like us. So good luck, everybody. Like Coach said, y'all make sure y'all be available. Don't get yourself in no trouble. Take care of yourself. Take care of your teammates.
What stop, Mr. Montgomery?
Big Will. Shout out to Big Will in Plant City, man. Always lurking.
Come in to make that comment last.
Always lurking. So. All right, well, y'all be safe, man. We appreciate y'all rocking with us, getting in a little early. Good luck, and y'all be safe in the Super Bowl parties y'all going to, and may your team win. Until next time, Polk Hoops, we out.
I gotta run, fellas. I gotta check on Pops.